Big cuts to the skilled migration program have been confirmed. They're now official. These changes affect the state-nominated 190 visa and 491 visa, and it's going to be a huge impact. Across the country, we're seeing an overall 23% cut to state allocations, but the cuts aren't equal, not even close. On the positive side, Queensland made a massive jump after having a very low allocation number last year, and the Northern Territory received a small increase of 3%. But every other state received a reduction, from 11% cut in the ACT to the really disappointing 41% cut to the South Australian allocations, the hardest hit state in the country. This announcement will be heartbreaking for many skilled migrants who've already invested time, money and effort completing skills assessments, English testing, NAATI and even preparing for expressions of interest. And it's not just individuals affected. Businesses and industries across Australia rely heavily on skilled migration to fill labour shortages, and this will affect them too. There's no official explanation as to why, but in my view, the housing shortages are playing a major role in shaping these policy decisions. I'm Chris Johnston from Work Visa Lawyers. If you want more accurate migration updates that you can trust, make sure you subscribe to this channel. It really helps us to bring you more information quickly if we know you really want to watch it. Let's go through the states from the biggest cut to the biggest winner. South Australia is the hardest hit, a brutal 41% cut across the 190 and 491. This means far fewer invitations and competition will be extremely big. Tasmania follows with a large 35% reduction. A good thing about Tasmania is that they have a very clear system of invitations, so it's possible to know if you might actually be invited or not. Western Australia and Victoria are both down by 32%, and New South Wales dropped by 28%. It's still one of the biggest states, but it will be much harder to receive a nomination in New South Wales with a 28% cut. The ACT gets a smaller cut, 11%, but again, fewer spots and higher competition. Now let's talk about the only states that didn't get a cut. The Northern Territory gets a small 3% increase, rare in this year of reductions. And that's going to be great news, especially for those that are already living in the Northern Territory on a temporary visa. And there's another big winner, Queensland, with a 117% increase, more than double last year's allocation. They went from one of the smallest programs to one of the biggest increase, but it will still be competitive in Queensland. So what's the overall impact and how will it affect you? When we add everything together, Australia's total state nomination program is down by about 23% overall. This means fewer invitations across the country and higher competition for many occupations, and some occupations might not get selected at all. So how should you react to this if you are looking to apply for a state nomination? Those in industries favoured by most states, including health and teaching and construction, still have a good chance. But for many with occupations outside of these industries, relying only on the 190 or 491 this year is not a reliable strategy. You may need to consider employer-sponsored visas, training visas or partner visas, or other options available under the Australian immigration system. We've published the full table with all the numbers, including the cuts and the increases, on our social media and website. If you want to know which states will give you the best chance or whether you should submit an expression of interest, our immigration lawyers and registered migration agents can help you. Book a consultation using the link in our bio and description. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next update. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.